Pat's chair. I remember. Hello. I'm Faith's daddy, Dr. Coleridge. And you must be little Delia. Faith's daddy.
Delia.
Oh, Tom.
Well, at least we're identified. I startled you, I'm sorry.
Oh, I hope I didn't break it. Look, maybe I better explain about this. It's just that, see, I'm staying down at Rogers, and he's not home, and I got really lonely.
I know.
Oh, I hope you don't think I was trying to steal anything.
No. What I think is that I interrupted a private moment.
You mean you heard me talking to myself? Look, I want you to know I'm really not confused today. See, what I was doing was I was trying to get in touch with my childhood. Dr. Pagano told me to do that, and he's trying to help me because Patty's not going to help me anymore. And I thought of the word daddy, and then I thought of Patty, which is pretty significant because, well, it rhymes. I think Dr. Pagano calls that free association.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the psychoanalytic process. Well, how are you feeling?
Not too good. Pat wants an annulment, and the Ryans don't want me back there anymore. But, you know, I feel much better being in here. See, this room has remained unchanged for so long. You know, I don't think I've been here since I was a little kid.
Well, what about the wedding?
Oh, yeah, well, I was in the kitchen, but I was so upset about things that I didn't have time to wish you congratulations.
Thank you. Accepted.
You know, brownstones really have such a feeling of tradition, don't you think?
Yes, yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for 14-foot ceilings and moldings.
Yeah. You know, we have a lot in common, you and me. Both of us can't go back and see our families anymore. Because your family's in Ireland and my family is...
Well, I have a family right here, Delia. Her name is Faith.
Yeah, I thought I had Patty when we got married, but I didn't.
If there's supposed to be some connection there, I failed to get it.
Yeah, there is a connection. Pat loves Faith. And the connection is that the only reason that Patty married me was to help me because I was pregnant. And the only reason that Faith married you was to help you with immigration.
Number one, that's simplistic. Number two, Faith loves me. And number three, Delia, you're very confused.
Oh, no, look, I'm sorry. I mean, sometimes I am confused about things, but not today. And there's one thing I know I'm not wrong about. Pat loves Faith. He did love Faith, and he will always love Faith. Doesn't matter who she's married to. Now, Pat is that type of person.
Hi. Please don't leave on my account.
I'm picking up an X-ray.
Yeah, me too.
Why are we apologizing to each other for being where each of us have a perfect right to be?
True, we shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry.
So, here we are.
Yeah.
Boring. Contain or foldable cutting board.
Faith, don't look so worried. We work in the same hospital, but that doesn't mean we have to have heart-to-heart talks every time we meet.
I'm relieved. Guess I should bone up on my small talk.
Oh, my x-rays?
No, these are for Dr. Robertiello in cardiology. Excuse me, I'm supposed to set up for him. Hello, doctor.
Hello, Jim. Can you find an x-ray for me?
Sure.
David Franklin, lumbar vertebrae.
Right away, doctor.
Thank you.
I'm still waiting on my... Well, Jim seems to be putty in the hands of Dr. Coleridge. Or is it Desmond now?
No. I'm keeping Coleridge for my working name.
Oh, uh-huh. Well, anyway, I bet that technician's in there tearing the files apart in search of your x-rays.
How long have you been waiting?
About 20 years. I'm sitting here becoming a senior doctor at leisure, examining the work of other doctors, more effective ones. It's educational. Well, take that one, for example. A clear case of intimacy in extremis. A glimpse beyond the flesh into the innermost reaches of the human being. Now I ask you, doesn't that beat a photograph? No false emotions staring back at you from a glossy 8x10. No prearranged face or posture to keep you from looking right into his heart.
Found it.
Thanks. Do you think you can find Dr. Ryans now?
Sure, right away.
Remarkably predictable fellow.
Remarkably. See you.
Okay.
Pat, I hope you find yourself a wonderful, wonderful girl.
I did. Hold it. I didn't say that.
That's right, you didn't. Bye.
Bye.
Tom, now my biggest mistake was thinking that if I loved Patty enough, that would take his mind off of Faith.
Delia, I suggest you save your insights for Dr. Pagano. Faith is my wife now, and I don't wish to discuss her or Pat.
Okay, I'm sorry. Look, I know you don't want to hear bad things because you're a really nice man, but it would be very bad if...
If what?
It would be very bad if you got hurt like I did.
Your concern is very touching, but Pat and I have an agreement. He will keep his distance as he promised me he would.
I know he said he would try, but I don't think Patty can keep his distance just like Faith can't keep her distance. She is obsessed with him. He is obsessed with her. Now you know why I was forced to lie about the miscarriage, about the blindness, about the nervous breakdown. I know a lot of things are my fault, and I know a lot of things coming will be my fault. But, Tom, I know I'm right about one thing. Pat and Faith love each other.
Now, let's go over it again. Wednesday, stuffed peppers, right? Thursday, stew. Friday, fish, naturally. I'll leave it up to you, whatever looks freshest in the markets.
Do you think now that you can entrust me with all that responsibility, being new here and all that?
Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry. It's just last-minute jitters.
I know.
Cruising the Caribbean is not something I do on a regular basis.
You look positively seaworthy.
Well, if it isn't my future daughter-in-law, what a pleasure to see you.
I came to give you this. Go on. For lovely evenings.
Oh, Jillian, thank you, darling. It's too beautiful for words. What?
I'm glad you like it. I also came because I think I'm in need of a little mothering.
Well, in that case, you brought me a double present. Come on, sit down.
Thank you.
What is it, darling? Or need I ask? Francis, Campaign blues, not having enough time together.
Oh, I don't think it's the amount of time that's an issue. I think it's the quality of time. It's Frank's absorption in himself, in the campaign. It makes me stop and say, what are we doing? What is this all about? Frank doesn't need Edmund and me. The truth is, we're a liability.
Frank's excluding you and little Edmund from Ryan's birthday party when those newsmen showed up must have seemed very harsh and self-serving to you, huh? Was that it?
Yeah, I did on one hand. But on the other hand, I understand it. I understand it perfectly. Frank needs the press. He needs it for himself. He needed it for the children's health program. I mean, he can't very well do an interview with his illegitimate son on his shoulders. Nevertheless, You see, there I go again. I get angry, and then I start to feel guilty, and I get angry again, and then I start to feel stifled. It's a vicious circle.
Jillian, I'm so sorry.
Beginning to sound like Delia. Poor little me, Frank, come home, stay with me, take care of me.
No. In no way do you sound like Delia. You're an independent woman who is making a lot of sacrifice to share her life with Francis.
Precisely, but I don't understand what I'm getting in return. There it is in a nutshell.
Well, I would hope eventually you'd have someone to share your life and little Edmund's life.
But Maeve, that's what it's supposed to be all about, isn't it? But I feel like Frank is not going to have enough to share.
You feel like you're doing all the giving and getting very little in return, huh? Well, for the moment, that's right. That's just what's going on. But eventually, things have a way of balancing out.
I'm beginning to think that they can't. Not as long as Frank has politics.
Oh, Jill.
I know. I hope that I'm wrong. But I was having this talk with Jose Melendez the other day, and he was very eloquent on the subject.
Oh, yes, I knew that he resigned his congressional seat. I didn't know why.
Well, the reason was because the political pressure in Washington was too much. It was taking him away from his family.
Oh, dear.
And Maeve, Jose is not like Frank. Politics doesn't excite him the same way. He didn't have to cope with the Senate. But Frank, I know him. You know him. Once he wins, he'll be satisfied for a little while, and then he'll want more. And what's it going to be next? The presidency?
Oh.
I know you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Well, darling, what mother wouldn't?
I know. I just feel like I don't understand what's happening to us. Used to be so different when we were both working together on the campaign. Frank was so centered. He was so in control. We had time for each other.
But, darling, things are different for the two of you now. You have a child, you and Francis. You're planning to make a future together as husband and wife. I mean, it can't be votes and excitement and campaign raising for funds. I mean, that's Ray Woodard's department now. You and Francis are heading towards something important.
Take a home.
Because with any...
I'm afraid I haven't been much consolation, have I?
It was fine. Anyway, I can't expect other people to solve my problems for me.
What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? What shall we do with a drunken sailor? Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises. Early in the morning.
Temperance lectures will not help him. Temperance lectures will not help him. Temperance lectures will not help him. Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Put him in the brig until he's sober. Early in the morning. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. That's what we do with the drunken sailor. Early in the morning, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises, way hey and up she rises early in the morning.
I hope that's not a prophecy of things to come.
Boy, it's a fine day for the lonely sea, sky.
Oh, the poet.
I'd like to get up, huh?
Oh,
Nothing
fit
here?
for the captain's table at the very least. Bon
You're as
voyage.
handsome as you are tuneful. Which is not saying much.
Enough. Don't spend your passion all at once. Save some for promenading on the moonlight deck. You know, I cannot believe it. We are just a couple of minutes from making our second try at going on a cruise, and so far nothing has happened to upset our plans. I can't believe
My
it.
sentiments exactly.
Darling, soon we'll be soaking up the sunlight by day, dancing cheek to cheek at night. Just me and the woman I love. I intend to have absolutely nothing whatsoever to do with the other passengers, 466 of them. Except maybe challenge one of the elderly to an occasional game of shuffleboard for money.
You will be waited on hand and foot.
Oh, dear. That's one thing I'm not going to be able to get used to very easily. I'm usually the one that's doing the serving of the food.
What Patrick says is you get served 9 meals a day.
9
Oh, heavens, at that rate, we won't need a ship. We can just float on.
Hi,
everybody.
Hi, sweetheart.
And, ta-da. just like my last.
Not quite. Notice that this one has a tie under the chin, providing maximum security in the event that someone tries to spirit it away.
Oh. No one, my darling. Not even Delia's going to get this one away from me.
Good, because I couldn't find one that fastened with a padlock.
Try it on, sweetheart.
No, not yet, not yet. I am taking no chances this time.
All right. Kevin, I have the beer delivery's on Tuesday.
Yeah. I want to talk to you about that.
How's it going with Frank?
Oh, not terrific.
I think there's 12 in the basement.
You know, I could tolerate turning my child's birthday party into a press event, but disinviting you and Edmund was a little bit unforgivable.
Oh, yes. I'm afraid that Mary and Frank got into a bit of a row over that one. You did cool off, didn't you, darling?
Yes, I think I have, actually. I think I've got it all out of my system.
Well, I think you better make it up with him, then, don't you think so?
Guess I'd better. Can't very well go to work with him.
All right, ladies, come on. It's time. Come on. It's time, sweetheart. Goodbye, darling. See you soon. Goodbye, darling. Be careful. Be good. Goodbye. And thanks a million for holding down the phone. Don't worry about a thing now. Watch out for pirates. Come on, darling.
Bye-bye.
In direct secrets.
Thank you. Oh, you know, I think you're right. This ice water does have a cooling effect on my mind. Look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you angry before.
I'm not angry, Delia, but I think you ought to be getting downstairs.
Oh, yeah. Roger's bringing back Chinese food anyway. You know, I haven't been able to concentrate on cooking at all.
I must credit Pat with his...
What?
His versatility. How one man can be attracted to two completely different types of women, it boggles the mind.
Faith and me? Oh, no. Faith and me are very much alike.
Yes, like night and day.
You know, Tom, I don't think you know the real Faith deep down inside. See, deep down inside, Faith is the saddest, most pathetic person, worse than me even. I mean, she's afraid of her own shadow. So Patty felt sorry for her, and he kind of brought her out of her shell. See, he taught her not to be so afraid of sex, and he taught her self-confidence.
I find that very hard to associate with the Faith of the present.
Yeah, well, I think Patty had more luck improving her than he did me. Maybe that's why Faith is so obsessed with him. She's grateful to him, and she's terrified that she might go back to being the way that she used to be. So that's why I know that Faith is never, ever going to let go of Patty.
Tom, I'm home.
In the living room.
What are you doing here?
I was just drinking some water. I'm sorry.
As I recall, running water is included among the amenities in Roger's apartment.
Yeah. Okay, well, good seeing you both. Bye-bye.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Things have improved considerably since you've arrived.
I have a strong sense that Delia's been bad-mouthing me in some way. Has she?
Nobody could do that and live to walk out of here.
All right. But Tom, be warned. Delia has an insidious way of getting to people right where they live.
Right in the living rooms, Well, how was your afternoon?
Coming home to you was the best part. And yours? Aside from that?
Well, I went to the gym, get rid of some unhealthy aggressions.
Good.
Not the healthy ones, though.
Very good. You know, I'm surprised Delia didn't invite herself for dinner.
Faith, what about goldfish?
For dinner?
No. Instead of children. I wonder how much of a commitment could I expect you to make to a goldfish?
Tom, don't.
Listen. I'm sorry about the other night. I wasn't thinking about babies in any sort of a realistic way. Of course, it would be madness for us to have children until we know what's going to happen between us, but When you said that you didn't want them, it's crazy, but it seemed like a rejection.
It's all right.
And as we both know, I have a problem with anger. But I promise it will never happen again.
I believe you.
All I want to do is love you.
Hey, I'm Greg Barron. Trust is like a box of chocolates. Don't take half a bite and put it back. Then all you have is half a bite of chocolate trust.
Starting January 8th, relationship advice will never be the same. A new SoapNet original series, Greg Barron's Wake Up Call, premieres Thursday, January 8th at 10, only on SoapNet.